Hi guys, this is Raj, back with another video. I am an enterprise cloud architect working at AWS. In this video, we are going to talk about something basic but very important. S3 Bucket Policies. We're going to go over S3 Bucket Policy, what is it and why do we need it? And we're going to go over what is S3 Public Access and how does bucket policy interact with public access? And of course, hands-on demo like all my other videos. All right, let's get to it. Okay, let's take a look at this with a scenario. Let's say you have an AWS account 1234 and you have created a really nice role-based access. You have an admin group, you have a developer group, and you have a tester group, and developer group has access to Lambda, Dynamo S3, tester has access to Lambda, and admin has access to everything. I highly recommend watching my IAM group policy and user video to understand a little bit more. I will give the link on the top right. Okay, so your account is going pretty well. So let's say in that AWS account 1234, you have a S3 bucket called WAN Corporation, and you are the admin of the AWS account. Then suddenly, another AWS account came into picture, and this guy asks you, hey, I need access to this bucket WAN Corporation. So you are thinking, how do I give selective access to this bucket to this strange individual? He definitely doesn't want an IAM username into your account, and you don't want to create an IAM username for him. So how do you do that? Say hello to bucket policy. Bucket policy can control access to specific bucket. It is a simpler way to grant cross-account access. Another reason you can use bucket policies is if your regular IAM policies reach size limit, which is up to 2 kilobyte for users, 5 kilobyte for groups, and 10 kilobyte for roles. S3 supports bucket policies of up to 20 kilobyte. And another reason to think about S3 bucket policies is if you prefer to keep access control policies in the S3 environment. Another way to think about is think of IAM policies for questions like, what can this user do in my AWS account? Because it's really easier to control access to services using IAM policies. But when it comes to selective S3 bucket, think about bucket policies. More like who can access this S3 bucket, or who can read from this S3 bucket, or who can delete from this specific S3 bucket. You got the idea. Okay, so let's do this with a hands-on demo and things will become much clearer. Okay, so this is your account, which you are in charge of, and you have this S3 bucket WAN Corporation, and you have this WAN Corporation report.txt in it. One thing to note is the public access is blocked, which is good and recommended. Now, our strange individual comes into picture. Okay, so this individual is using AWS CLI, and he is trying to access the S3 bucket. So he types these commands: AWS S3 ls S3:/ WAN Corporation. Okay, so he gets access denied. Okay, now let's look at S3 bucket policies and how to give access to this person. Okay, we are back to the original account and in the S3 bucket. Okay, click bucket policy. And remember, we are still in this bucket. So whatever we do in this bucket policy will be applied to this bucket only. Now you can type up the JSON or you can use policy generator. So we're gonna use a policy generator. We click this, which opens up the policy generator page. You click S3 bucket policy, effect allow. So this principal entity identifies which IAM users or entity will have access to the resources. In this case, that S3 bucket. So we have to put the IAM user of the individual is this one. AWS service is S3, and actions, let's give him list bucket. Here we go, list bucket. Okay, now this Amazon resource name. So this is the name of the S3 bucket. We're just gonna go back to S3 and get it. So let me go back to the bucket. This is the ARN. So I copy this, come back to policy generator, paste it. Here we go. So let's generate policy. Okay, we copy this, close, go back to S3 bucket and paste it in here. So if we look at it again in this JSON, it is allowing this IAM user to do list bucket on this S3 bucket. Let's click save. Now let's try the same command from the second account. Okay, we are back to the other account. So let's try this command again. Ooh, now he can see what's inside it. But what if he tries to get the object? Okay, so he types this command to get the report. Access denied when calling the get object operation. So what is the reason? If I go back to the bucket, see, it's only allowing him to do list bucket. So we have to give him access to do get object as well. So I am going to put that policy here as well. So this has to be another statement. So what I'm going to do is paste this, which is allowing the same user to do a get objects on any object on this S3 bucket. Okay, click save. So now let the second user try it. Okay, we are back to the other account. Let's try the same command. Here you go. So if I do ls, so you can see this WinCorp report is in his local directory. So let's see what's in it, shall we? Okay, when corporation, no one knows what we do, yet we stay in profit from 1979. Interesting. Which way is research department again? Okay, so now we saw how to allow access to a specific individual to a specific bucket. Now let's see how you can deny it. Okay, we're going to click policy generator to create the deny policy. Click S3. Click deny, principal, okay. Let's do all actions. Resource, we're gonna use the same bucket. Okay, we put the bucket name, generate policy. Now we're going to do something interesting. What we're going to do is, we'll just take this statement part, okay, go back to bucket, policy, and then we're just gonna stick it before these policies. Okay, so now it's kind of interesting, right? So we are doing the deny first, and then we are doing the allow. So let's save this. Okay, now let's go back to the other account. Let's try the same command. Nope, denied. How about the ls? The ls works. That's interesting, right? Why is that? So if you look at these policies, the get object is on /* on that S3. So basically the get object is on all the objects on that S3 bucket. But list bucket is on the S3 itself. See, there is no /* in it. And when we deny it, so one thing is clear, explicit deny supersedes any allow. So since we denied operation on /*, even though we have /* allow get object, it doesn't matter. So what if we want to deny the list bucket as well? Okay, let's try this out. So let's copy this. Okay, gonna do this, take the /* out, click save. Okay, let's go back to the second account. Okay, now let's try ls. Here you go, access denied. Okay, now let's go back and change the policy to allow those two. Okay, so I'm gonna take out the denies, okay? Save. Why am I doing this? I want to explain the block public access. See, in this bucket, all public access is blocked. Then how come our policy is working? So public access means the bucket is open to the world. So how would that look? So let's try something now. Let's go to bucket policy, right? So instead of this particular account, what if we want to open it to the world? What do we have to do? We have to do asterisk, because that means any AWS account can do stuff on this bucket. So if we click save, see, now we're getting access denied. It's because of that block public access. It's not allowing us to open this bucket up to all users, even using bucket policy. So now let's give it public access. Okay, so I'm gonna go to block public access. Okay, I'm gonna take this off, click save, type confirm, click confirm. Okay, public access settings updated successfully. Now let's go back to the bucket policy. So now if we try to change this principal to asterisk, okay, same here, asterisk. Remember, before we are getting an error, right? Because of that block public access setting. Now if we click save now, see, it goes through, and now this thing is saying, hey, this bucket has public access. Not only this user can access it, but anyone in the world can access it. Okay, so we definitely don't want that for this. So I'm gonna go back and turn block public access on. Okay, block on public access. So this is interesting, because now we have a bucket policy which is open to the public, but now I am blocking all public access. So what do you think will happen? Let's click save. But I don't believe the second account can access it. Let's test it out. Yep, access denied. Okay, I'm just gonna change the principal from asterisk to that second account. Okay guys, hopefully you understood what is bucket policy and how does it interact with public access. Alright guys, that is the video. Hope this video helps your AWS journey. If you like this video, please smash that like button and click subscribe. I will see you guys later. Peace!